the importance of the petroleum sector in our economic development cannot be gainsaid. Cannot be gainsaid. And I dare say, even with the drive to go green, this is now again the currency globally, I still foresee a very, very bright future for this sector. And therefore, I want to take this opportunity, first and foremost, to thank you and to congratulate all of you for the resilience you have exhibited that's enabled you to be where you are presently in the face of many odds. So your resilience has come in handy, not only for yourselves and the sector, but also for the government and the people of Kenya. So keep it up, and thank you very much. The DG and his team have done a very good job in terms of developing regulations, which are subsidiary legislation. A number of those legislations are currently sitting with the Attorney General's office. A number of them are in my office for the usual review, and we shall be processing them as time goes by. But there are two key ones which I want to mention, perhaps two relevant ones. One of those has been spoken to, the issue of the matter of the petroleum LPG regulations 2024, which is long overdue, and we are racing against time to have them enacted to help us regulate the LPG's sector or space. It's the government's policy that we increase the uptake of LPG, okay? And in the coming months and years, we shall be relying on you, members of the DIA, to help us drive this agenda, this very, very progressive agenda of LPG. And so those regulations are currently moving to the AG's office. Actually, I signed them off last week when I did. The other piece of legislation is the petroleum retail station construction and licensing regulations of 2024. This one is actually with the AG, and I suppose they should be finalizing with them. And very soon I will be gazetting them before Parliament can get seized of them in the normal manner. What is interesting in this particular regulations, I'm not wrong, DG, is that we are trying to enforce a minimum radius between tail stations of 1 kilometer. And this, I suppose, is going to help us address the issues of the mushrooming of stations that eventually make it unviable, really. So we must have some order, and we shall be very strict as a ministry in enforcing this once the regulations are gazetted.
Today's forum focuses on enabling a progressive legislative framework in petroleum sector. This forum is not only timely, but it's quite vital as we work towards realizing Kenya ambiguous energy targets. Undeniably, the petroleum sector is a key pillar in driving economic growth and sustainability. As Kenya continues to expand its industrial base and invest in infrastructure, the demand for reliable and affordable energy is paramount. For the bottom-up economic transformation agenda to succeed, we must ensure that the sector remains competitive, transparent, and aligned with the country's broader economic vision. At KCB, we recognize the critical role that the robust energy sector plays in catalyzing economy, particularly in sectors such as manufacturing, transportation, and trade. A progressive legislative framework will provide the foundation for a stable and predictable environment that attracts investment and encourages innovation within the petroleum industry. For better vision to come to fruition, the energy sector must not only ensure equitable access to resources, but also promote sustainability and efficiency in operations. We believe that a strong collaboration between the financial institutions, the government, and the energy stakeholders is essential to unlocking new opportunities in this sector. Ladies and gentlemen, the forum themed enabling a progressive legislative framework in the petroleum sector in support of government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda speaks to the urgent need to put in place the necessary legal and regulatory frameworks that are adaptable to the evolving needs of the sector. This means that we need legislations that encourages investment, promote transparency, and ensures environmental sustainability. The policies we put in place today must be forward-thinking, balancing economic growth with responsible use of resources. The petroleum sector, as we all know, given its capital-intensive nature, requires significant financial backing to expand its infrastructure, improve capacity, and adapt a cutting-edge technology. At KCB, we have positioned ourselves as a reliable partner for businesses in this sector, offering a comprehensive financial option that's aligned with the national priorities and the global energy trend. This is a commitment, CS, that as KCB will be in the table, even at the point where we cannot see any opportunities, we will be in the table to structure and partner with this industry. We also understand that as the sector evolves, financial solution must evolve with it. This means providing flexible and innovative financial products that meets the unique needs of the petroleum companies. KCB is ready to help businesses in this space to navigate the complexities of funding, regulatory compliance, and growth. Some of this intervention includes providing support in the importation of fuel through the issuance of letters of credit, working capital, structured trade finance solutions on a day-to-day basis, augmented by ensuring that we provide financial support for business expansion and for the business to adapt the latest technologies. We are committed to work towards strengthening the petroleum sector. We must be also mindful of the sustainability challenges posed by the energy production and consumption. As a bank, we've committed to supporting businesses that align with sustainable energy practices. KCB Bank investment in green agenda. This is financing green solution, reflect our belief that the future of energy must balance economic development with environmental stewardship. I want to reaffirm the KCB Bank commitment to partnering with the energy and petroleum stakeholders as we collectively pursue the goal of socio-economic transformation. The opportunities that lie ahead are immense, and we have the right people, the right stakeholders, and the right mind frame to be on the table and structure a collaborative partnership for us to achieve our economic drive.
The oil industry is well organized, and I say it with pride. And we jointly address issues objectively by advocating for conducive business environment, directly engaging with the ministry, and other departments and agencies on matters, policies, and regulatory framework and standards. We understand the great responsibility that is bestowed, given that even with the transition to renewables, the petroleum energy remains a pivotal in primary energy mix. Hence, the industry continues to play a key role in the Kenyan economy. I'm told that our contribution in domestic revenue through tax could be in the range of 35%. That's significant. Industry is also a key contributor in local manufacturing, and especially for lubricants. And I will speak a few minutes about that. We have lubricants, greases, and of course, the LPG, which is a key drive by the government this period. As an industry, speaking on LPG, we anticipate, or we are participating fully in the government agenda of doubling the per capita consumption of LPG in the next 3 years, and we are together in that journey. Inside here is a team of investors who are looking forward to participate in that, and Honorable CS has mentioned when we paid you a courtesy call, we have the legislative framework to help us drive that growth. We've been working very closely with EPRA, represented by DG here, to make sure one thing is there for our investors to believe and invest, is the enforcement of LN 100. With full enforcement of LN 100, there should be no reason why we cannot transform and grow the LPG business as expected, or even earlier. So we seek your support in that perspective to make sure that we continue to win against the misuse of assets from the investors. If I speak on lubricants, CS, we have manufacturing plants. These manufacturing plants in Kenya can supply the entire of East and Central Africa, and all that we need is to enhance the legislative framework. We are glad we've already started seeing some movements around some East African common tariff arrangements to help in the base oil. We're looking at other areas of duty remission that would help these manufacturing entities be able to have enough cash to continue to invest, and they are key employers. On what this industry is doing is, when I see us, we are directly employing over 100,000 Kenyans, directly, as an industry. We have a support network of over 6,000 petrol stations, branded or unbranded, across the country, which support the small and medium enterprises across. We have over 50,000 petrol attendants. We call service station attendants, some call them service champions that you see in the stations. We support over 4,000 petroleum tankers and 1,800 within the East African community, and over 1,800 in Kenya. And the structure, when I see us, is such that these businesses are not vertically integrated. We, as an industry, operate to integrate other businesses to work with us. So when we say petroleum tankers, these are contracted Kenyan transporters who join us in the business of transporting fuel. When we talk of service stations, they are run by Kenyan dealers who are part of the ecosystem. So the full ecosystem is very involving when it comes to the Kenyan economy, and especially the small and medium enterprises.